What's up, guys? So I've been thinking about this for weeks, maybe months now, and I feel like a lot of us streamers or creators or whatever you are on the internet, this cancel culture and all these things on the internet that can make it so dangerous into giving information out or just telling people facts about yourself can get you into so much trouble or ruin your reputation or just make people see you differently than you might want them to see you. And I feel like I've been holding this wall up for so long as a creator. I've been streaming for almost 6 years now. I've been making YouTube content since 2012, and there's always been this huge wall up as far as being a creator and what I share with my community or the people who, you know, still watch me to this day. And that goes for the OGs, you know, the new people, some of the people I've only met just a few months ago or even just a few days ago, or hell, even if you just clicked on this video and you just met me and this is your first time hearing my voice, you know, this is for everybody. I think for me personally, even in the future, if this bites me in the ass in some kind of way, somebody uses this for ammunition or something, I don't know, but I think that for me personally, I'm tired of like not sharing, being more transparent, if that's the right word I'm looking for, with my community and my friends and fam and stuff like that. And I think it's partly because, you know, just life growing up in school and stuff and having social anxiety and not really being part of any kind of group or clique or anything like that. I kind of always just did my own thing. And, you know, a lot of times during lunch, you know, I went to the library by myself or whatever. I didn't really, and when I did sit with other people that I guess you could call them friends, more like people I just sat with, I guess. I never really felt like I was part of a group. I kind of was just there, you know, like my voice was never heard during conversations with multiple people, and which I guess at that time I didn't really care or mind too much because I didn't really know how that was going to affect me when I grew up. But it kind of stuck with me, you know. I was never the person that would start a conversation, but if you spoke to me and it was just me and you, then we'd probably get along pretty well, and I'd talk a lot and open up. Might take me a while, but I'd eventually open up if I felt you had good vibes. But for me, I've always been a loner, and it's not even that. Like, of course I have family. I have really good family. I have really good friends and people that support and care about me, and of course I care about them. But I think I've always been a loner mentally in a lot of ways. And when I say that, I kind of mean I don't usually put my problems or issues or really open up to people much. And if you are one of the few that I have opened up to, you definitely have something special, because I usually don't open up to people. And I've had people write me and, you know, literally like pour out their life stories and hearts to me and tell me about their passions and all kind of stuff. And, you know, I respect that and I appreciate that, and it fuels me and it motivates me in return and makes me see that person in a different way. But at the same time, it's very rare that I'll open up in the same way to someone, because I just feel like there's so much fucking shit going on in the world right now, and the last thing I want to do is put my problems on people who, you know, mean a lot to me, that being friends, family, anybody in the community. I have a big, I don't know if I want to call it problem. I guess it's kind of like a blessing and a curse. I have this thing where I care about people way too fucking much, and I think that's why I call it a blessing and curse, because it's, in a lot of ways, I think I care about other people and what they're doing a lot more than I care about my own health sometimes. And I think that's why recently I've been taking days here and there to where you don't really see me post much on social media or really, I don't even come to my desk some days. I kind of just take days to myself just to literally just reset and just think about everything that's going on in life, including you know, in the world right now, not just my life, and just reflect on everything and try to figure out, you know, how I'm going to move forward and what can I do to help the people that are going through so much shit right now. And that brings me to the last couple of streams I've had. I think I definitely, well, not think, I definitely owe you guys a huge apology for my attitude the past couple of streams that have went by this week. It's not, I don't want to make it seem like I'm making excuses, because I'm not, but I don't know, I have a lot of demons right now, I guess, that I'm struggling with inside, and it's just something I have to work on myself, you know. It's something I have to figure out for myself. I've struggled my whole life with trying to figure out you know, what my purpose, because I believe everyone on this planet has a purpose, and sadly there are some people, you know, it's just the truth, some people may die and never figure out, you know, what their purpose was or what their talent was. But I feel like every single person, no matter how big or small a talent, everyone has a special and unique feature and talent about themselves, and I feel like it's taken me a really long time to figure it out, or I could be in the right spot and I just don't know it yet. And I feel like my mind has to, you know, agree with me that I'm in the right spot. And I do believe that, you know, content creation and streaming, even though some people may see it as just a hobby, or they might not see how important it really is to me and a lot of other of you guys that are watching. I'm pretty sure there are some streamers and content creators here that are nodding their heads in agreement. I don't think people really realize what it can do to you mentally, and there's definitely a lot of ups and downs to content creation. Like I said, I've done it for 6 years now, on almost 6 years on Twitch, and I've been making videos since 2012, and there's been a lot of ups and downs, but man, the ups, when you get the ups, it is so fucking worth it, and then when you get the downs, it's really down. I've been through so many different communities: the Star Wars community, the the FGC, the, you know, currently DBD. Like, we've been through so many different communities, and we've grown and grown and grown, and then we've had times where we swap games, and then, you know, and went back downhill, because that's what happens when you switch games. You know what happens, you know, you're gonna lose people. There's always gonna be those few people that stay, and they love you for you, and no matter what. And I used to always question that, but I've gotten to a point now where I don't really question what makes people stick and what makes people, you know, love me for me, or love you for you, or whatever, you know. I think it's to the point where there are certain energies, you know, in the world, and some people's energies are just going to sync with yours, and some people's are just not. And when people's energies sync with you, it could be the simplest thing. It could be just you guys have the same favorite color, and they come in the stream and it's like, oh, your favorite color is this, and it's like, and then all of a sudden that one little thing attaches them to you, and then as time goes by, they get to know you, they learn more about you, and they realize they really like everything about you. It could be something huge to, like, you guys might, you know, have lost a family member or something like that in the same kind of way, or something like that, or you guys are into the same, you know, whatever. Different things can pull people to you, and even if they don't tell you, I think unless they decide to, I think you should just let it, you know, just let it be. I think too many things these days aren't organic, and I've been trying to this year let things happen more naturally. The first few years of me being a content creator, you know, I actively searched out for people to support and look for like-minded people to motivate me and then motivate them and stuff, and it never really worked out ever. It always ended just badly, or it just ended in a way where we just kind of stopped talking to each other. But the more I dove into the most recent community, as far as Dead by Daylight, I really started to see like a lot of natural friendships form when I looked for people who had same interests as I did. And now there are so many people around me that support me care about me, and I support them, and I care about them in the same way, maybe way more than they'll ever know, because I'm not very good at showing emotions most of the time, and I'm not really good at explaining, you know, how I feel for certain people, you know what I mean? So there's that. And sorry if this is kind of like just bouncing all over the place. My short-term memory is fucking dog shit, and I have a hard time at not getting sidetracked. So there's probably like 20 billion freaking thoughts going through my head right now. So I'm kind of moving through my thoughts as if I'm just like flipping through a book randomly and just picking like little parts out that just shows up to me. This is not scripted or anything, so I'm kind of just like winging it here. I'm just talking about whatever comes to my mind. Man. But yeah, there's a lot of new things that I want to try as far as content creation. There's a lot of new things that I want to try as far as better myself as a person. And I do want to announce, there's this thing that I told you guys if you were watching my stream the other day. I said I had an announcement for you guys. I am happy to say that I am getting a brand new PC. So the quality of my videos and my stream and everything that I do is going to increase tenfold. I am going to be completely drowning myself in content because I feel like that's what you guys deserve. And I'm definitely not going to be taking any breaks. I'm not going to be taking any time off. I'm going to dive completely into this because I can't explain in words how much I want this to work. And I thought about it for a very long time last night before I went to sleep, and I just wanted to say to like every single person who's ever even clicked on one of my videos or stopped by the stream for even if it was just 30 seconds or followed on YouTube or Twitch or anything, the past 8 years I've been making content, I just want to say I really fucking appreciate you guys and what you've done for me. I honestly don't think without my family and my friends and everybody that believes in me, I really don't think I would be around. And so I owe that to you guys, you know, to keep doing what I'm doing and never give up. And eventually, I know if I work hard enough, I will achieve every single goal that I have planned for myself. So like I said, thank you guys for fucking everything that you have ever done for me. And I don't want to say any names because there are just way too many people to mention, and I don't want to leave people out. There are some people who've done so much for me in different ways, and I just don't want to leave anybody out. But you guys know who you are, and I wouldn't be shit without you guys, and I know that. And I made a promise to myself that I would never let any kind of popularity or whatever you want to call it, if my stream does or my channel or YouTube or anything ever does turn into something much more than what it is now, I made a promise to myself and I made a promise to my community to never let it get to my head, and that I will do everything in my power to make sure that I help as many people as I can before I'm done with this planet. I love you guys. I'm sorry this was kind of all over the place, but yeah, there's just a lot of stuff I wanted to get off my chest and I didn't really know how, so I was like, I'm just gonna turn the mic on, start recording, and just say whatever comes to my mind first. I also want to point out that this is not me, you know, this is not a cry for help. This is not me asking for pity messages. I don't want any crazy inboxes, or you know, you don't have to check on me, anything like that. This is nothing like that. This is just me just letting you guys know like what's going on in my mind right now and how I feel about things right now. You know, when I first started out, I used to think that, you know, oh, I'm just a black guy trying to make content, and I always wondered if I struggled for a long time when I started out, and I always wondered if it was because of my skin color and things like that. And then the more I met people and of all kinds of different races that treated me, you know, way better than I thought I deserved. It helped me slowly realize that, you know, my color never mattered. You know, people were there for me and they respected me and they became my friends because of my personality and what I meant to them. It never mattered. There were some people who didn't even know what my race was for like 2 years. I've had people come into the stream and be like, wait, you're black? And I'm like, yeah, can't you tell? They're like, no, I couldn't. I've actually had multiple people tell me they didn't know what I was. And I never really thought it mattered, you know, because I'm just playing games and I'm trying to build a community and bring people together and make people happy, you know. I never thought it really mattered, but there were times in the back of my mind in the early years of me doing content creation and streaming where I thought that I wonder if I'm not good enough because of this, you know, my skin color. I wonder if this is what's holding me back, you know. I really thought about that and it got to me for a long time. But like I said, as time went by, I realized that it didn't matter. It's never actually mattered. And to the people that it does matter to, and the people who do like hate you or not want to support you just because of that, it still doesn't matter, because those people are just gonna be somewhere else anyway. And the people that don't care about your skin color or your orientation, your sexual orientation, or your weight or anything like that, the people who don't care about that stuff and they're there for you, that's all that really matters. Nothing else really does. So it's been a huge confidence booster all these years, this journey of streaming and content creation, and it's actually taught me a lot of life lessons that I don't think I would have really figured out if I wasn't doing this. So I'm grateful for that too. But yeah, other than that, I really don't know if there's anything else I want to say right now, besides the fact that I'm so grateful for everyone that's in my life right now and all the good things that people have done for me. And it really, at the same time, I feel kind of sad even having to say this, because I know there's so many people who are just struggling to make it out of, you know, 2 viewers or 3 viewers, or trying to get their first 50 subs on YouTube and they feel like it's never gonna happen and things like that. And I think the sad truth is there's gonna be a lot of people that don't make it, but there's also gonna be a lot of people that do make it. And I feel like if you work hard enough, you can be one of those people that does make it out. If you are passionate enough about something and you really want it, eventually people will notice that, and they'll be motivated and inspired by your passion, and they're going to want to support that, and I'm going to want to support that. When I see people who I know truly have a natural passion for something, as far as streaming or YouTube, I'm going to support that, and I'm going to try to do everything I can to have their back. I know there's so many awesome creators and streamers out there, and I can't help everyone. And I feel bad because, like, you know, even just the smallest things like retweeting and liking and stuff like that, I try to do that as much as I can. But there's going to be so many days to where I may not be able to catch, you know, someone stream or see every video. But, you know, I do what I can, and I try to spread out my support as much as I can and stop my streams and say hello and chat and talk and try to get to know, you know, people's communities and stuff like that, because it does go a long way. And it's literally the least I can do, considering all the things that you guys have done for me. So as time goes by, I'll definitely try to figure out more ways to support more people around me. We do have the stream team, you know, I support that, but I feel like there's so much more I could be doing, and I think that we're definitely going to kick it up a notch next month when the new PC comes in. And also very grateful for that, because without the help of a friend, that wouldn't even be happening. So I'm very grateful for that, and for them believing in me. I'm not going to mention the name because I know they like to support on the download most of the time, but it's up to them if they want to take the credit for that. But if not, I know that they don't ever want credit. They just, you know, they want to do what they think is right, and they believe in me, so I appreciate them. So I'm not going to give any names out for people who send me gifts and do things like that, but If they want to take credit for that, that's always okay too. But I do appreciate everything you guys do, and thank you for being in my life. I don't know what else to say. All right, goodbye.